What's going on? I'm Zach Fernaka, and today I am fossil diving in a very flooded North Florida river. Come on with me. So launching is a little different today. Had to basically put the boat in right where the road starts to dip down because the water's so high, and you can see that this would typically be high and dry road. I'm in about knee-high water, and it gets deep quick. This is the woods. And the water's even gone down a lot. Like, it's dropped, I can see on the tree lines, it's dropped like 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet in the last couple of days. So I don't know what diving's gonna be like, but my hope is that with all this extra water coming down the river, it's uncovered some new fossils. So I got my buddy Justin with me. We're so stoked to be here. When there's this much duckweed in the water, it's funny, I just saw an alligator swimming by. You can't see your feet. So you're kind of, and I am barefoot. I'm sort of going on faith that there's not gonna be a big alligator in the water or a snapping turtle. That is thick. But that kind of bloom, this duckweed bloom, isn't gonna ruin the visibility on the bottom. It's gonna cast a shadow, but it's not gonna affect the quality of the water in terms of what we can see. And we are on our way. I have been so jonesing for a river trip. It's been over a month since I've been on a river dive, and I haven't felt like myself because of it. So this is exactly what the doctor ordered. This is exactly what I needed, and I couldn't be happier. I can't wait to get in this water. It's clear. It's brown, but it's clear.
Yeah, it looks clear.
Oh, well, maybe not that clear, but it's clear enough. Clear enough to see the alligators.
I think it's pretty clear.
All right, yeah, I'm liking it, man. I'm so ready to get in the water. Oh, good viz. Look over the side, dude. It's gonna get better. This is incredible. When I have the opportunity to spend my day any way I want to, it's doing stuff like this. God, look at the bottom. It's probably 25 feet here, top to bottom. So I'm in a spring-fed river right now, and this is the kind of place I imagine where the Native Americans discovered this spot. All the food you could ever want to eat, all the fresh water you could ever want to drink, and it's beautiful. Man, they found heaven. Wow, look at that, Justin. Can you see that down there? I wanted to give you guys an idea of the kind of clarity we're dealing with in these spring-fed waters. Check this out. How incredible is that? When I'm underwater, I like to remove the trash I find, but because of Florida's laws, I have to leave any man-made object that may be 50 years old or older, including bottles. I got a neat section of tapir foot bone, and this looks like possum jaw section. And here is a fossil horse tooth. Here's a neat fossilized deer antler piece. This is kind of cool. This is a pufferfish bite plate, or some type of fish bite plate. This is the end of a mammoth tooth, which is pretty cool. And here's an echinoid. That's approximately 40 million years old. That's probably the oldest fossil I found. And then this looks like the inner ear section of an animal.
Got a scallop knife.
All right. Oh yeah. Oh, that'll shuck an oyster or two.
Yeah. Stick that in some of my bag.
Sweet.
And the ground looked right, just didn't hold much.
It's been hammer jammered. That should have been a really good stretch.
I was just gonna take a little break.
Oh yeah. I think I might switch out my wetsuit.
Yeah.
I'm chilly. All right, Justin, how'd you do, buddy?
Did really good. I got this monster shark tin.
That is unbelievable. Look at that beast. One of the biggest you've ever found. Mastodon tooth, and here is one of the many bones that make up the ankle of some large mammal. Here's a deer ankle bone. And some alligator. And what is this? Oh, you got a horse tooth. That is an Ice Age horse tooth. Oh, that's kind of neat. This is a deer toe bone. And all kinds of odds and ends. So, you know, we're finding stuff. We're not getting the caliber of fossils that we were hoping to score. So we're probably going to pull anchor and head upriver. What do you think, buddy?
Oh,
Good
yeah,
idea?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna...
We tried hard today to find a nice mastodon tooth, and neither of us got one. We got a lot of pieces, and that's just part of river diving. That's part of being a fossil diver. Some days you get exactly what you're looking for. Some days you get way more than you expected. And other days it's kind of slim pickings. And today was more slim pickings. But it's okay, because when we hit it tomorrow morning and we find that killer fossil, it's gonna be that much sweeter, you know? See this log straight ahead? There you go. Oh, boat hazard right there. That would take your prop. It was really cool being on the bottom of the river, swimming in and out of the tree roots that would normally be sitting high and dry. I like exploring the bank when there's this much water in the river, but it didn't translate to being really good for fossil hunting. In fact, I think this area is better when the water's a little lower. I was hopeful that it was going to be flowing hard and uncovering all kinds of stuff, but that wasn't the case. So We might head to a different river tomorrow. Good morning. It's a new day. The rivers are flooded. We didn't have a lot of luck yesterday, so we're gonna try a different location. I don't know where. First, I gotta find a cup of coffee. But it's absolutely beautiful up here in North Florida. The trees are absolutely massive when you get close to the rivers. Well, really anywhere there's a fresh body of water. Look at these things. It's kind of hard to get an idea of the scale. But the forests up here with these giant live oak trees and magnolia trees and sweet gums and cypress, it's just very special. And I love hearing the combination of our native birds like woodpeckers mixed in with chickens and roosters in the back. A barred owl just landed right next to me. It's really unusual to get this close. Hi. There he goes. That was unbelievable. I wasn't making random sounds. Those are actually, I was kind of going through a list of barred owl calls. That's what kind of owl that was. It's a barred owl. Has barred patterns on its chest. But it was just right there. That was 15 feet from me. And their feathers evolved to be absolutely silent during flight. So when those guys take off, you can't hear them. I've already had an amazing morning. That's, wow. I was camped on the edge of this swamp and the frogs were singing. I should have filmed it all night long. I had the biggest chorus of frogs. And a lot of the frogs that I heard were tree frogs, different species. Wow, just caught a big spider web to the face. Oh, cool, I didn't totally wreck it. And we've got these spiders called orb weavers in Florida. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty big. Anyways, when I'm running around out in the woods at night, I tend to catch all of those webs right in the face. And at night when you can't see, some of those spiders are really big and it takes a while to get that spider off your face because their webs are so strong. So it's like you've got a spider dead center on your face wrapped in this. It's almost like fishing line at times. It's so tough. So today, my goal is to find a spot with a faster flowing river, faster water. Faster water means the opportunity for more fossils to be uncovered. Makes my job easy. But in the meantime, I'm going for a beautiful walk in the woods. All right, we're just getting out on the river for day number 2. Man, I'm hopeful. It's a beautiful day. Who knows what we'll come up with. So here we go, guys. Oh my God. So I don't know if you can see this. Look, this is where we are. We are in a creek that's in the middle of a cypress swamp. A little bit of rain coming down. Guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't get any prettier. You want to know what Florida looked like when mastodon and mammoth were roaming the area and being hunted by our early paleo hunters, the Native Americans? This is what it looked like. This is how Florida is supposed to look. And before it was cleared and developed, this is exactly how it was everywhere. Big trees, beautiful clear water, and abundant nature. Beautiful. I can see we have good viz. There's some rocks there. Wow. Do you see how the water's really turbulent? That means it's super shallow, so I'm watching for big stones, big rocks. We got a rock straight ahead. Oh, look at this. I bet we can go right through.
How's it look ahead?
Good so far. Yeah, this looks good. Ripping. So you got to watch out for shallow spots like that with big rocks or you'll lose your prop. And then the day's done. Well, use of the boat is done anyways. Look at this. Man, that looks so pretty. All right, here's my first tank today. That was pretty good. There was a nice variety of fossils and shark's teeth. A lot of these little teeth here are manatee teeth, fossilized manatee. And these are cool. These are an extinct mackerel shark, which are really neat. And here is an ankle bone, probably to a deer. Here's a little section of manatee maxilla. Here's a shell section to a giant armadillo. All kinds of neat things. This is the nuchal scute, which is like the front section on a turtle shell, like right above the head. Just awesome stuff. And then Justin found some really neat pieces. He scored a beautiful, where is it? Here it is. This beautiful taper tooth, which I think is really nice. And then, yeah, classic Ice Age horse tooth. That's a beauty, man. That's perfect. Sometimes when you're on the bottom, you come across something that looks like a fossil and you realize that it's not very old. This is probably only a few hundred years old. And from the looks of the teeth, this is modern cow. And you see Justin found both halves of it. It happens to me all the time. I think I'm finding a bison jaw, and then I realize I've found something modern. What? It's that time of year where they're a little aggressive. There's an alligator right there. It's just up from where we were diving. All right, so we finished up our last tank for the day. Here are a couple of my non-fossil treasures. I'm gonna get home, turn these on, see if they still work. Some of these have spent a little bit of time in the water. That's actually a pretty decent mask. How cool are those?
See, perfect.
Oakley styling. All right, here goes Justin's treasure. That's a nice mask, buddy. Wow.
Another man.
Oh, scored.
Another
Look
man.
at those. Enough for the family.
Pair. Heart
Oh
glasses.
God, you gotta love those. Man,
Oakleys.
those are nice Oakleys.
Costa.
Costas, that's my brand. Sweet.
These are Maybachs.
Don't know what those are, but they look stylish.
Another pair of Costa.
Oh, spot on. These are ready for the Gulf. Nice fishing
Pair
trip.
of fossils.
Oh, look at that. Those look good.
Some kind of bracelet.
Pure silver.
Little goggles.
Justin, you've cleaned up.
Some another pair of glasses. These are, I don't know if they're
Whoa.
real.
That's pretty neat. Yeah,
A knife
Oh, look at that
and a fireball.
knife. Look at that. Unopened on the bottom of the river. That's incredible. I wonder how long that's been down there. Oh yeah, this is a nice knife too. Let's see if I can get that thing open. Look at that. That is cool. What a score. Yeah, I saw you racing around down there, and I thought you were trying to pick up all the shark's teeth before I could get to them. And in fact, you were scoring a bunch of treasure. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to find these down there. We did find some nice fossils, but I think these were the best finds of that dive. We were hoping for mastodon teeth, and in the end, we ended up finding a bunch of modern treasure. Masks and sunglasses and iPhones and weapons and alcohol. Sounds like a Florida river to me. I couldn't believe it. When I got back to my truck and started going through my bags, all of my dive bags, I realized that I had left this little fossil in one of the top pouches that I wear on my chest. And when I got home and I examined this, I realized what I had found, and I've never found one before. This is a lower tusk to a baby mastodon, and it's intact, which is incredible. Here's the jaw to an adult mastodon elephant, and this is where that tusk would have gone and eventually grown up to have been a large lower tusk. But unfortunately, this animal met an untimely death. Who knows what happened? Maybe it was killed by a saber cat. And it died before this tusk ever had a chance to mature and reach its full size. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure, and please subscribe to see my upcoming videos.